Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Movie Cuts. In this channel, we're going to be making modest abayas, modest dressing in particular. So today, we're going to be discussing and making this abaya with tie sleeve. You can call it a batching abaya with tie sleeve. So let's get started. First of all, you get your fabric of desired length and you take a measurement of your gown length twice. As you can see, I'm doing a paper illustration first. Then you fold it over first, and you fold it over one more time. After folding it, I'm going to be linking the measurements you'll be needing in the description box below. So we're going to take the neck measurement. In this abaya, I used a 3x3 measurement for the back, for the neck measurement. So after taking the back measurement, you take your sleeve measurement as well. So after taking the sleeve measurement, you're going to be needing your sleeve round. Like I'm showing you, that's how you take your sleeve round measurements. You're going to be needing that measurement. Divide it into two and put needed allowance, and then you mark. To create a pathway for the sleeve, you have to go in by 2 to 3 inches. I'm just trying to do a mock-up first before I show you how I cut the actual clothes. So go in by 2 to 3 inches and then you shape it. So you can see that I'm flipping the paper. So you can see I'm shaping it. So for the edge of the dress, so avoid dragging. I like to have a round edge for my dress. So I just take my tape rule and I fix it at the edge. And then I swing it by. So take for example, if we have a 50 inches length, you just swing by 50 inches from the neckline area so that you can get a round edge. Like you are using a compass or something. That's how you swing your tape rule. So now I'm cutting it out. So this is what it looks like after you're finished cutting it. So this is what it looks like. So now let's take the neck measurement. So I'm using a 3x3. Like I said, I want it to have the same measurements in the front and the back. I'm not cutting the back smaller and I'm not cutting the front deeper. So the depth is going to be the same thing. So I used a 3x3 for this abaya. So now, after that, you can just cut it out. And then you open it. So that is the abaya. This is what it will look like. This is what the abaya is going to look like. So which is the same thing that I've cut now. So now I'm going to give you the dimension for the tie sleeve. The dimension for the tie sleeve is okay, let's go to the measurement. So now going to the actual clothing, 7.5, which is the back measurement. You first take 7.5, which is the back measurement, you mark it, and then you take the sleeve measurement, adding a bit of allowance. The sleeve measurement is 25, but I'm taking 22. See, it's 25, but I'll be taking 22. I'll be taking 22 because I need an extra 3 inches for my sleeve. Then coming to the sleeve area, the same thing I did on the paper. Since my sleeve round is 9, I'm going to be taking 10 inches or 12 inches there, 6 inches, because I still need to hem that side to fix the tie back sleeves. So I'm going to show you that as time goes on. Then I go in by 3 inches like I said earlier, then you go all the way down and then you shape the lower part. If you look at the lower part, is already shaped. I've shaped the lower part. So I hope that is understood. So now after that, you cut your neckline. I didn't show that on this abaya, but you cut your neckline. Now the next thing to do is to measure your tie back. So your tie back is going to be on fold, like I folded the paper. It will be 25 inches long and 6 inches wide. 3 inches wide on fold, 6 inches wide when not folded. So when you open it, you have it 6 inches wide. So now I'm going to go to the machine, and the first thing I'm going to do when I get to the machine is to hem the edge of each sleeves of the sleeve. So hem the edges, because I want that place to be neat by the time I fix my tie back to it. So now I've hemmed it. Look at how I've hemmed it. So I take the center and I notch the center, so I can recognize the center of where I'm putting the, you can see the notch is very big. So now I'm taking my tie back sleeve. So I'm going to be cutting 25 inches out from the tie back sleeve. So I'm going to cut it. Yes. After cutting it now, the next thing to do is to notch the edges. Next thing to do is to notch the edges. So now my tie sleeve is 26 inches, as you can see. So the next thing to do is to notch the middle of the tie sleeves. So now I'm going to notch the middle. Yeah, I want to show you that it's 6 inches, like I said earlier. And by the time I finish folding it, I'll get 3 inches. Folding it into 2, I'll get 3 inches. So I notch the center. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to fix the tie sleeve. This is the lazy way. I'm going to show you the lazy way first. So now you detect the wrong side, and the wrong side of your sleeve, you would face the wrong side to the right side of your tie, and you pin it down, because you want all the finishing to be on the right side, so that it can be nice and neat. So now I'm pinning it down. I'm pinning it down. I'm pinning it down. So as you can see, I'm pinning it down. Yeah. Yes. This is very tricky. So you go to your machine and you sew it down. So I'm showing you again the wrong side, the right side, and the wrong side. You see, I pinned it to the wrong side. So the wrong side is actually the neat side right now, and the right side is the rough side right now in the sleeve area. Can you see the sleeve? So I'm using a contrasting thread because I want you to see. I realized that when using the exact thread, it's not really showing on camera. So henceforth you'll be seeing a contrasting thread. So you can see that's the wrong side. So I fixed the right side. Can you see? Yeah. So now I've fixed it and I have sewn it together. So the next thing to do is to iron. Although I didn't iron in this video to reduce the timing, but the next thing to do is to iron. So you iron, and then you fold over and you pinch in 1/2 inch to cover the seams on the edges, the seam that you just made, to make the right side neat. You know, the right side is the rough side, as at the time you fix the sleeve. So to make the right side neat, you pinch the edges. So I'm pinching the edges in, pinching it in. So I'm pinching it in. So for the tie sleeve, I still have some raw edges. So that raw edges, I just fold it. Like I said, this is the lazy way to do the tie back. So I just pinch it in and pin it down too. I get to my machine and sew as I have pinned it down. So you pinch it till you get to the end, and when you get to the end, the fabric is fraying a bit. You should have ironed it. If you're going to do this, you should have ironed your fabric. Don't be like me. For the purpose of this video, I didn't have time to iron. So yes, like that. You just sew like that. Then you pinch that side too in to enclose the raw edges of that side. So after enclosing the raw edges, take it to your machine and enclose it. So this is the second way to fix it. So first of all, you get your fabric, then you turn it inside out. You sew it. You check your sleeve is 10. So you go to your, then you leave a space of 10 inch. So I left a space of 10 inch. Then I sew. You see, you sew it like that all the way around. You sew it all the way around. The only space I left there is the 10 inch space for the sleeve. Then you flip it inside out, making sure that all the edges are coming out. So I am sticking my scissors in to make sure that the edges are sharp and nice. this is professional way to go about putting a tie sleeve. So after doing this, the right side of the tie, you do the same thing. You put it at the wrong side of the abaya sleeve. You could iron it to have a crisp and neat tie. So now look at it, I'm putting it on the wrong side. Look at this is the wrong side of my hem. I hemmed it to give that place a nice this thing, so you can see. Yeah, I'm showing you so you can see. That's the right side. So I'm placing it from the wrong side in, aligning the notches because I've already notched that too. I've notched the middle, so I'm going to align the notches. As you can see, I'm aligning the notches. So I pin it from edges to edges, go to my machine, and you can see that it's from one notch to another because I left the exact space for the tie and for the sleeve on the tie. I left exactly 10 inches. So I will go to my machine and I sew. So now I've sewn it. After sewing, you fold over the excess. It would have already formed an excess, so you fold over that excess and you sew down. So you can see that it is much more neater than the other one. You're going to see the other one too shortly. So you fold it over. This comes out neater than the other one. It always comes out neater than the other one. So you just fold over, continue folding over. It's best to pin down your tie back so that it is easy for you to just go to your machine and sew without having any issues. So just go to your machine and you sew. So now I've sewn it. I'm back to show you that I've sewn it. You can see that I've sewn it. So I'm going to my machine now. I'm going down by 2 inches or 1 inch as the case may be to sew. So you can see in this video I've gone in and I've gone to sew. You see, I went to sew inside of it. So like I said, I'm using a contrasting thread for the purpose of this video. When you're making nails, to make it neat, you use a good thread and you iron every seam. So I'm just using this to tell you, you have to iron as you're walking along. It's very important. So you turn the neck area. You can turn it to your hand or you can use your bias trim. Anyhow you like, you can do it. Then you fold the edges also, and that will be it. So that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, click subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when new videos are being posted. So here is it, guys, the 2 different ways to do the tie sleeve. Here is the other one. You see, not so neat. Yeah, if you like this video, please share it with your friends, comment and let me know what I'm doing right and what I'm not. Thank you.